What's up, guys? How you people doing? How's your folks doing? I'm gonna be on here for a short period of time. I wanted to get on earlier, but it's a lot been going on ever since the whole virus thing has started. So, if you want to get yourself a reading, I'm doing a quick read today. I'm probably gonna only be on for about an hour. Um, Hello, D. The reason why I'm gonna do a quick read today is because I didn't get a chance to come on earlier, and Anatomy Apothecary comes on at 7, and she does her live readings at 7. I don't like to have our readings, um, you know, uh, happen at the same time because that's my mentor, and it's not really nice to compete. It's not nice to compete against your mentor because she's always going to get everyone coming her way, and I want us to work together whenever she is live. So I'm going to pull a quick card for the uh, energy of the day, and we'll get forward with your small readings. Like I want to say that if you would like a more in-depth reading that's longer, that will be based off of donations. I'll put my cash up down here. And yes, let me see. I'm gonna pull this quick card. See where we're uh how we're heading. How's everybody doing today? It's what, Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday already. Good, goodness gracious. Um, Excuse me for the yarning. Yes, it's Tuesday. It's basically what, day 2 of this whole coronavirus lockdown thing that we're dealing with. Um, Kind of sucks because I love to be outside. I love to go outside, and I just love walking places, being outdoors, and being stuck in here. And for some reason, being that this is hello Jay, but for some reason, being that this is a this is California, it's been so cold and raining for the past week. Yeah, for a little bit over a week now. It's been raining and everything. And then usually I'm always told it never rains here. It's always super sunny. I mean, it gets cold at night, but like it's been cold during the days. And I'm just like, wow, this coronavirus thing came in so crazy. Same, Jay. Like I just don't find the I don't see the hype behind it. I mean, I think it's affecting us so much right now. I got the instinct card for an overall emotion. I mean, energy for today. Let's read the instinct card. Welcome to 2020. Inspiration. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Solidarity journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit, following your instinct. Instinct guides awakening. Um, the meditation for that card. Imagine a waterfall of light washing down from above. The woof of white light beckons you to go. As he guides you, what do you see? Does he talk to you? He may not. Communication takes many forms. Is he friendly, neutral? Do you have any innate knowledge about him? If he allows it, look into his eyes. Previously unseen sights may now be revealed to you. I think that this this coronavirus is really getting a lot of people, excuse me, getting a lot of people more, revved up and ready to go, ready to do the things that, that they're, usually used to doing. Or that they have wanted to do for so long and haven't had the um you know the drive or the energy or the guts to go out and do it. And I think that with this virus happening, like it's making a lot of people just want to be like, I just want to fucking go out there and do what I need to do, what I want to do. I mean, because think about it. Exactly. People think that the world is about to end, and a lot of people are in the mindset of I can't. That like that'll totally suck if the world is about to end, and I haven't even done half of what I wanted to do in life. And I know that that's what a lot of people are like thinking about right now. I know that for a fact. Um, because people love to make us. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, people do think that the world is about to end, but it's just like no, the world is not about to end over a virus that honestly, yeah. Like for an example, I'm coughing, but I'm also coughing right now because my roommate just finished smoking weed. So, and the smoke is still in the air. So it kind of sucks that it's like, a person coughs and now the entire world is just like, oh my God, this person's got the virus. This person is sick. Get them away from me. Da 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 da. Every Chinese person, every Asian person, every person that is from across the country, every Italian, they all have this disease or whatever. Keep them away from me. But then it's just like, it's basically a cold or the flu with a crazier name to it. The flu can kill people. The flu can kill old people. The flu can kill young people. The flu can kill absolutely anybody. That's not nothing new. I don't remember. I think there's actually a statistic of how many people die from the flu every year. During 2017 to 2018's flu season, 61,000 people died in the United States of America alone. So far from this coronavirus, I've only heard of like probably less than 100 deaths. it reaches 100 people. 100 people died in the so far. 100 people has died in the United States of America from the coronavirus. Where during and this has been what the corona. I don't even remember when the first time I heard something about the coronavirus. It's probably like back in February or something like that. But it's like 100 people died from that, and they're going through complete, crazy measures to keep the virus, from spreading. But it's just like the flu happens. Yeah, I mean, like just like Italy. Italy had it before us, if I'm not mistaken. But like 61,000 people died from the flu in less than a year's time. Whenever flu season is. And then there's also other things that people die from. You can die from getting hit by a car. You can die from freaking eating the wrong thing. You can die from being pushed off of a balcony somewhere. And it's just like, you know, so it's just like, you got people scared. Oh, Tom Hanks might die. Oh, Idris Elba might die because they have it. But it's just like, I'm pretty sure I am pretty sure that they are going to find a way, if they haven't already, to beat this thing. I don't think that it's the end of the world, though. I don't think that people are going to start turning into zombies. I think that that's what a lot of people are thinking about. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. People are going to start turning into zombies. It's the zombie apocalypse. No, it's not. They're going to find a cure, just like they have a cure for everything else. But the only thing about those other cures is that nobody, they haven't found a way to. I mean, no, they have a cure for cancer. We already know that they have a cure for AIDS. We know that. The only thing is they're not putting it out there because they need the money for hospital visits and stuff. It's just that the thing about the coronavirus is, um, they're not trying to make no money from a virus that came from another country. They want to get rid of that. Because if that stays here, and it's like one of those viruses that can be spread through just being around people, they want to get rid of that like this. But like cancer and AIDS, you can't spread those by just standing next to somebody who has it. Exactly. But here's the thing: even with AIDS, it's hard. It's not 100% guaranteed that AIDS will not spread even with using a condom. It can take as simple as you having a little small cut on your pelvic area or whatever, and it touches that person and it gets inside of them, and different things like that. It's such a risk, but like they have a cure for it, but they just don't want to put it out. My day has been fine. I've been sleeping most of the day. My stomach is actually hurting right now. I'm not sure why, but yeah, my day is pretty good so far. But yeah, most sexually transmitted diseases can be avoided just by using condoms. Most pregnancies can be avoided just by using condoms. Um, just like right now, they feel like a lot of people feel like this whole keeping people inside thing is going to end up having us have a whole bunch of babies by the end of the year or beginning of next year, which I don't disagree with. But I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think that it's a good idea to have a whole bunch of babies being born. Especially those couples that's just like in the house having fun because they ain't gotta work. They're not tired from working. They're not tired from school. So then why not just go ahead and have sex? Ain't got no condoms. It's too good to pull out. People are weird. Yeah, I hate that that idea that a lot of men have. Oh, it's too good. It was too good. I couldn't pull out. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie. There has not been a sexual experience that I have not had that did not feel like the same when it came to what was the intercourse part. Whereas to the visual, I think it's mostly the visual that makes it more appealing than the actual um action for a man at least. I can say I'm not sure about women, but for a man at least, it's the visual. I could probably say the same thing for women. Like of course the size makes a difference, but like I think it's more of a visual thing. Like if I'm looking at you and you're like super attractive and you have this really nice body or whatever, that makes it more enjoyable if like you appeal to my eye. Whereas to if you're somebody that is not appealing to me, then the sex is not going to be as, you know, great. Hey Taylor. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just really going on a tangent about sex. What do you guys feel? What do you guys feel when I know Jay, you're young, but Taylor, when it comes to sex, do you think that you can say that you uh, enjoy it the same way with every person, but it just really depends on how the looks come? Or do you really think that sex between different people actually feels differently? Taylor, shut up. You know you're not a virgin. Yes, you know you're not a virgin. What makes you think you screwed up, Taylor? Screwed up with what? That's not shallow at all. That is absolutely shallow. You just said you cannot have sex with someone you're not attracted to. That is not shallow. That is honesty. And I wish that there was more people who felt that way in real life. I can't have sex with somebody, even if I'm attracted to you. I cannot have sex and enjoy sex with somebody if I am not in love with that person. It's kind of feels like, damn, that's kind of sad. Like I should be able to have sex with absolutely anybody. Which, here's the thing, I can, I've had sex with people that I was not attracted to, or not attracted to. Like I was attracted to them, but I was not in love with them. But the thing about the sex with that person was I didn't finish. I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't have fun. It wasn't what I really liked it to be because it was so, you know, it was so there was no emotional connection. And I prefer to have sex with somebody knowing that there's love there. Hello NC, hello Shelby. Thanks for joining the conversation. Yeah, see, I can hook up with somebody. Hello, love and peace. I can hook up with somebody, but however, it won't go anywhere. Like when I say it won't go anywhere, I mean like I'm not even talking about the emotions. I mean like the sex. So like we'll be in the middle of doing it or whatever, and then like somewhere between like maybe 15 20 minutes in, I am no longer interested in doing it because and usually when I do my sexual conquest or whatever, I like to go I like to um you know, run the race. You know, I can go almost anywhere to find where I. What's that song? I can go the distance. That's me. When I'm having sex, I like to go the distance, whatever the furthest distance is. That hour point, that 2 hour point, that 3 hour point. If she's willing, you know, if she doesn't tap out in the first 30 45 minutes, which always happens, and if it wasn't for that, you're right. Anyone eating ass can't go the distance. But other than like that, if I'm not in love with that person, then me doing these things with this person or whatever, I will literally, and I be feeling so bad because it's just like the sex can be nice, it can be enjoyable, but because I'm not emotionally invested in you, I'm not gonna be able to stay up. And like a lot of my friends just be like, what is wrong with you? Like she was bad as fuck, man. She was so bad. And I'm like, I know, but I'm not in love with her. I can't. I mean, yeah, I've had one. I had one girlfriend. We went 3 hours, and it was so crazy because it was just like we don't know where the time went. I remember we started, and then next, you know, we were like done and passed out, and I looked at the clock, and it was 3 hours later, and I was just like, we just was that for 3 hours? Like that's long. I know three. It sounds so crazy, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like I don't even think that I finished. Wait, did I? I did. I finished at the end. That's when we both was passed out. That's when I finally finished or whatever. But yeah, man, it was fucking 3 hours, and I was like, I was crazy. I mean, you know what? That's the thing. Like I the my ex-girlfriend, my recent ex-girlfriend, she could barely go beyond 30 45 minutes. And I mean, I can't admit when I was with her, she pulled my more so rough side out. So like my rough side during sex, it was a lot to handle. So I can understand why she would want to be done after like 30 or 45 minutes or whatever. But like with minus um the chafing, are you serious? Yeah, it didn't get that bad. I mean, see, the thing was like I don't have to be doing something. I don't have something that has to be done to me the entire time. I used to even tell my ex like, "Hey, I'm good with just giving you head, and if you having fun and you're enjoying it, I'm good." But I guess you never believed me. No man wants to just give a girl head without having something in return. I think that that's a total lie. Because if you're a guy who actually just enjoys the pleasure aspect of it, you'll be fine. And that's me. I love the pleasure aspect of it. I'm not, there's a lot of guys that's out there who's just trying to, bust their cashew and be done. But I'm not. I don't come to be busting almonds. I come to, to really have fun and make some art. Sex is art to me. Hey, great for you, Shelby. That means you see I've never allowed a girl to let me finish quick, just once. It was only one time that happened, and I was so embarrassed, and I said I'd never let that happen again. And see, a man doesn't know the tricks to be. Most men don't know the tricks to not shoot. Like sometimes you have to, like me. I go position to position to put you on your back and put your feet over, and then throw you upside down, and then hold you upside down, and then pick you up in the air, like different things like that to be able to. Okay, oh, time to switch because I'm not ready. I'm not done. No, I'm not about to be embarrassed. You finishing first. That shit is embarrassing though. I mean, at least for me. I'm not sure about other guys. To me, it's embarrassing to finish before the girl. That's so embarrassing. Because, like, honestly, when you're a guy, like, once you are finished, you're fucking done. You can probably wait like 15 minutes and go again, but like usually when a guy has hit his girl, you just might find one. Don't be surprised. Ouch. You just might find one. A guy that just all right, girl. You that's great. That's great. Thickness. She is thick, y'all. She telling it. She wants y'all to know. Don't underestimate her. I'm trying to answer your question, Jay, about my Mars. It's on my thing. I have the rundown. A Gemini. I'm a Gemini in Mars. My Mars is of a Gemini. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Well, I guess it depends on how much water you put inside your oatmeal or milk. If or and then it also depends on how long you let it sit in the microwave, or if you're doing it on the stovetop. Personally, I prefer my oatmeal to be rather moist and droopy, like so. I don't, but thicker than a I don't know, somebody with mucus in the back of their throat. Okay, well then do it with Gilbert. I think you can do it, girl. You can do it. Wait, I saw something else. See, oh yeah, love and peace. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's a great question. What if someone can't hold it if he looks at a girl? If you're in the middle of having sex and this girl is bad as hell, and like she's like fully naked, and like you're a missionary, and like you're doing it, and you just happen to glance at her making her love faces, you're done. Period. That's the reason why I never look at her. I mean, like I'll look at her to let her, well, my ex, I would look at her to let her know, like, this is love. This is enjoyable. This is great. Like you're amazing. You're fantastic. Keep on making them love faces. But like the second she make a face that I know is gonna make me drop all kind of almonds, I bury my face. I bury it in her neck. Just sit there or fucking look up. Because if I look dead at her, I'm done. I'm tapping out. I'm out. It's over. Two people in one body during sex. I can attest to that. I am pretty much. I mean that's probably the reason why I can go for so long. I'm pretty much Christian Grey. Except I'm not an asshole. Taylor, oatmeal is wonderful. Don't talk about oatmeal. Try peaches and cream. You'll like that. Or strawberries and cream. I hate those apple cinnamon and maple ones. If a man not willing to lift you up, then fuck him. He ain't worth it anyway. I remember going to a school and everybody, I had, we had to do this thing where we had to. It was like musical theater class, a theater dance class, and we had to do like this little waltz thing, and then we had to lift the girl into the air. And a lot of the guys were just like, "Oh, I can't do it," and the girls would be like, "Short," and and there was this one girl who was like a little bit taller than me, and she was a lot thicker than me, and and everybody was just trying to figure out like who would pick her up. I'm like, I'll do it. And she was so nervous. She was just like, I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. I was like, first of all, I'm a fucking professional wrestler. You cannot look at me and tell me that I don't look like I can lift something. Like, I'm pretty sure I got this. And the first time we did it, now we put her up in the air, and I held her up there, and I had to hold her up there. I had to do a 180 turn, and I had to bring her down slowly. And everybody was looking like, how'd you do that? Like, well, if you stop being a pussy, you might be able to get some. Dang, Love and Peace, you be hitting it, don't you, huh? It's hard to look at a female and have sex with her, especially when she is like bad. No touching. Wait. Say that again. You said I don't know what does it mean. No touching, nothing. What does that mean? Say that again or resend it because I forget. Let him pick you up, girl. You never had what? You never had sex? Let me tell you something. I am an industrial when it comes to sex. I am, my girlfriend was 5'10", and I always kept her in the air. And she hated it most of the time, but she liked it. But she hated the fact that I would manhandle her. Because like we were the same height. It's just I was like, well, okay. Sorry. That I'm actually enjoyable in sex. I don't just put you in doggy style all the time. That's all it takes, Love and Peace. That is literally all it takes is for a guy to make eye contact with you. Oh, that is like worth shedding a tear. Shut up, Taylor. You're not a virgin. It's always the virgin. It's always the unvirgins who say that they're a virgin. She was a stallion. A freaking beautiful, amazing, tall ass stallion. She was, yes. Let's go past that. let's reel it back into what we're talking about now. Um, Taylor, you're not a virgin. Taylor, I can look deep into your soul and tell that you're not a virgin. Even in the 5D, you're not a virgin. You're so unvirgin. Virgins don't know if they're virgins or not. Hello, Maria. The cards could tell me. Yeah, I just pulled one card. Is No, I'm not calling you a hote. If you can tell me what a hote is, I can definitely tell you that I'm not calling you that. That means she's lying. Whatever. She she's been the cause of a few babies to be either wiped on the down on paper towel or put in a sock or something. So no, you're not a virgin. That's why that death card came out. You didn't killed a lot of babies in your time, Taylor. All these damn babies, you didn't just let them shoot all over the place. That's so gross. That's so disgusting. I'm loving this talk about, you know, nothing. Sex and Taylor. I am disgusted and I am no longer involved in this conversation. You got my stomach hurting. she said, she said, she said, damn, all those dead babies on your head. Oh my God. I can't. Okay, press pause. Okay, look, Jay, what we're not going to do is come at me about eating ass because here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. It's nice. I don't see you complaining when I'm pretty sure you have dibble dabbled on that just a little bit. Says the guy who eats ass. Ugh. How dare you? You know what? I'm about to play some music. PB and Rock, PB and J. Mm. I should not have eaten at Popeyes, yo. Can you hear my jazz? I'm going jazz today. Who did she just call shit, bro? We're not having this game be played. Not today. Mr. Chicago? Who been eating? Who we talking to? In my arms, I won't dance. Who would like the first reading? Remember, these are quick, fast, and in the hurry readings. So don't forget the hot sauce. All right, love and peace. What's your question? In my arms, on the shore, on the floor. What is Z feelings about you? How old are you? Love and peace. I'm gonna stop messing my cards up. Let's see. What can we get for love and peace about Z? 1, 2, 3. Wow. Ooh, yes. Make me feel so spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. I want to go and play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce them just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across a meadow. It is Frank Sinatra. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. Can I ask you, love and peace, who is Z to you? How do you guys know each other? Are you exes? Are you just friends? Are you? He's your ex in no contact. Yeah, so I see the sadness. That's basically been there. And I know that sad feeling is kind of affecting you guys. but the peace from it will come. I'm getting it from both of you guys' side, but mostly from you. But you're going to get some things. You're going to get some information to help you figure this out, to see whether or not this is something that's going to work out. Um, and whatever the outcome is going to be, you guys you're going to realize that it was actually a good decision. Whether that's for you guys to be together or for you guys not to be together. Right now, the energy is telling me that you need to follow your mind, follow your brain, listen to your third eye. Because you see things. You see more about this situation than you're allowing yourself to see, I should say. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and I can't run me through the week. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. I love to climb the mountain to reach the highest peak, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. To go out fishing on a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Gonna dance with me. I want my arms about you. The charm about you will carry me through right to heaven. I'm in heaven. And I get from honey to the wind, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Let me ask about your reconciliation, about your will and need of reconciliation. Or a creek. But I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. I think I'd get more used to a hot shot. Hello, Katrina. How are you? Hey, if Jay can see it, then Jay can see it. Listen to Jay. I'm pretty good, Katrina. This is the card that I got for you. Love and peace. Completion. Do not fear completion. Embrace it. Don't think that because something may possibly be the end, that it 100% is the end. Just embrace the fact that there's a reason why there could be an ending. Whether if it's an ending to you guys' cycle of being together, or if it's an ending of this cycle of you guys not being together. and that you're finally in a place of completion. And that's at the bottom of the deck. Acceptance. So accepting that completion. And know that things, even though in our mind it feels like, oh yeah, this seems so bad, it's really not. It's really good for us. A completion is always really good because that means that you're moving forward. I'd rather be in a completion than to be in the middle of a journey. You know? Katrina, I am not good with those type of answers because I can answer those, but like I'm not really the type that that does astrological signs. I do numerology and energy readings. I don't do sun signs and stuff like that, and things like that. My apologies though. But if you want an energy reading or anything like that, I'm more than welcome to read for you. Taylor, what is your question? If you're even still here.
What did you have? Damn, the look gas. Yeah. In the sour gas. Oh. Hell yeah.
I got Taylor that wanted a reading, NC that wanted a reading, Jaya that wanted a reading, Maria that wanted a reading. Whichever one of the four of you guys are here. Will you be pregnant this year? Everybody wants to be pregnant during this time. If you want to get pregnant during this coronavirus time, now is the time because you're at home with your bae all day. All you gotta do is the do. But let me give you an answer based off of the oracles. Will Maria get pregnant this year? Is Shelby still here? Does Shelby still have a question? NC has a question. Jay has a question. Taylor has run off. So let me see what no problem, Katrina. Have a good day. Have a great rest of your evening, I should say. Okay, dokes. So let me answer Maria's question. This one feels good. Wisdom, destiny, growth. You got wisdom, you got destiny, and you got growth, Maria. I think the thing is, you know what it takes for you to have this child, and I think that you will. I'm not sure about the year. You may end up getting pregnant. I'm not sure about having the baby this year, but they're going to. I feel like it's going to happen, but you know what it takes in order to have a kid. I don't think that we need to have that conversation on how to have a kid, but you know what to do. Okay, NC, what's your question? To simply hold your horses. Sagittarius having financial issues. He's going through a change. He's going through a change that he can't really do anything about. It's just happening. And he feels out of control about the changes that are happening. And see. I think his perception of it is that he's having financial issues, but he probably isn't so bad as he thinks that he is. He just needs to change his perception of it, basically, of the situation. If you're gonna walk around thinking that you're broke, guess what? You're gonna be broke. Yeah, and just have a little bit more balance. This is very important. Is balancing himself. Whatever his situation is, he just needs to have more balance. I don't think that he's necessarily having financial issues. I'm feeling like he it's a mental thing for him. It's just like, God, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do this, but he is able to do it. He's just not. He has to change his mindset of it. It's gonna be okay. Like, that's all I'm hearing you say in the future. It's like, it's gonna be okay. Like, chill. Stop stressing out because you're stressing me out. Jay, what's your question? I know, right? I won't necessarily call them homies, but what's your question, Jay? Your what? Your dad's what? So let me get this straight, Jay. You're 17, right? And your father has to be what? In his late 30s, early 40s? Late 30s? Has my music gotten too loud for you guys? I can tell you without shuffling on cars that the intentions are not pure. Not 100% though. Especially if you're out. Because he knows. He's watching. Why is he watching him? What is the point of watching him?
Listen in the background and save your music to play on the go, all without ads. Playlists for every vibe, from today's hottest hits to
Is it
feel-good
because he
favorites.
never
It's all here.
was honest with
Download the
his
YouTube Music app
sexuality.
today and get a trial of Music Premium product. Restrictions apply.
This is the first card that popped out.
Shit, it's a pizza.
This is the second one. This is the third. I'm getting that he's watching you, but it's just like there was a part of him that was not honest with himself as a man. If he was a little more honest with himself, he wouldn't be feeling like shit because he could be living that lifestyle. And in a way, you're like opening that side of him up. That's what I'm getting. Does that make any sense to you, Jay? Like, I feel like he's in a state of being bi-curious. But like has always been that way, but was super like was like probably one of those like super like too masculine type of dudes. But like deep down inside, used to watch the other dudes in the gym room when they changed, like low key, or was like super jokey with it, or would be like making comments on dudes' asses and like snatching dudes' towels off of them during after swim classes when you had to like wash off and stuff. But like he used to do that because he liked it. But like now he's like, but then like he was like trying to be so protective over his masculine energy, over his masculinity, how people viewed him as a man. And now it's just like he's seeing like how people are more open now in high school, and it's just like, damn, I'm missing out on this type of opportunity. Not opportunity, but missing out on this type of lifestyle because of my masculinity. Instead of like genuinely being, yeah. He feels it. He feels like he didn't live that life, and now he feels like he would have some type of joy from it. I got a question to ask about him. I don't know. I'm not getting that he does. I don't think anybody knows. I think that's one of his own like little kept secrets that he's never going to tell anybody. Yeah, I don't think that he's doing everything in his marriage to keep it like a happy marriage or whatever. But like the one in the red dress, you see her face. Like it's just like I it's not really what I wanted, and like it's because of the fact that like the decisions that he made were so impartial. He made a decision just to to be a people pleaser because it's what he was used to. It's what he knows of. It's what people made him feel. Back in his time, that if you were ever that way, it was wrong. So a lot of men didn't get a chance to really explore their sexuality the way they really wanted to, unless they were okay with being judged. Yeah, man. Because that was a life that he wanted to live, and he knew it would have been a great life, and he would have probably been a lot more happier than what he is right now. That's so crazy. I've never done a closeted reading before. Oh, he might be. You talking about like to pay for sex from you? He just could be. I'm just getting a lot deeper within the energy than just what he may do or what he's trying to do. I'm reading energy from his past mostly and where his mindset is right now. And I mean that would lead somebody to pay for it because it's something that they want and probably could never get at this point. Usually when somebody try to pay for something, it's because it's something that they can't get. You know, um, when somebody tries to pay for like services from a person, like sex or anything like that, is because it's something that they can't get with someone they can't usually get it with. Yeah, your dad needs to watch who he brings around you. For real, for real. Shelby, what's your question? Oh, well, I can tell you right now, no, it will not be planned. I'm sorry, I need more light. This no light thing is kind of bad. I hate when it starts to get dark. Okay, I can't put it there, but I can put it right there. Okay. Let's see. Some yeast rise into some bread. Yuck. The idea of comparing sex with food is always like so weird to me. Like when people are just like, "Oh, it's when you have sex, it sounds like macaroni being stirred." No, thank you. Let's see. Let's find out. The Sun. The Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. There's definitely a child in this card. There's a proposal in this one.
A little noisy.
I'm getting that there is a possibility of you having a child. Is I don't think it's going to end up being out of wedlock. Though. I think it's going to be a child in marriage. That's what I'm getting.
Fire.
Let's clarify the pregnancy of Shelby Charles. Yeah, you left. So what do you expect to happen? You went to what? Probably look at anatomy, which I'm gonna have to get off because I want to watch hers now too. Then why are you on? We're trying to get a reading while you're at work. You can text me at any moment to get a reading. You literally have my number. You have my phone number. You can text me any time of the day. And you wait until I'm on live to want to ask me for a reading. Well, I think being an actor is a real job. Thank you very much. Pregnancy of Shelby Charles. No, you don't. You don't ask me for readings. You come and you ask me for advice. You come and you ask me, or you throw a question at me, and then it's not even just you who do that. I have other friends who do that too. Come to me and it's just like, I'm having this situation happen, da 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 da, and I'm thinking because we friends or whatever. You want to talk to me about this situation, but you never say, "Hey, can you pull me a few cards to see? Can you ask Spirit to see?" You freaking go around the question. You go around the idea of it. What all you gotta do is say, "Oh my God, please leave." I bet you everybody else who's in this chat, if they wanted to ask me and they had my number and they wanted to ask me for a reading, they would say, "Hey, Kendall, can you pull a few cards for me about this situation real quick?" Wouldn't that make a little sense? Yeah, it does. Oh, you want both. Children for Shelby Charles. Shelby, watch the people that you allow to impregnate you. I'm just letting you know right now. I've seen the trickery card come out twice, and I'm being disobedient and not putting it out there because I would hate for somebody to try to trick you or anything like that. You might have a guy or two that may try to impregnate you to keep you in their life for a long time. Because that's actually a thing that people do nowadays. They impregnate people, and they just do it because they like to have that person there forever. That's a crazy thing that people do nowadays. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna put a baby inside of you, and you're basically forced to be in my life forever. Put holes in condoms. Be like, oh, the condom didn't fit, or took it off and didn't even tell you that he took it off, or comes inside of you without even warning you ahead of time, or saying like, are you on birth control or anything like that. So that's what they're telling me to let you know, is to watch out for those dudes, because you're gonna run into in this conquest of you having your first child, and you don't want to have your first child with an asshole. Yeah, please be careful. Gasp.
I don't like to see it. I think everyone's
Yep. You don't want that to happen again. For some reason, guys, instead of just being committed to that girl that he so badly wants to be in his life, he'd rather just get her pregnant and go out and do his own dirt. I would never. I don't even want to have a child with somebody if I'm not going to. If I know that I'm not going to be with them for a good long time, because I don't want my kid to grow up with a stepfather. That's probably one of the things that I would hate the most, is my kid growing up with a stepfather or a stepmother, where it's just like, in my mind, it's just like they're gonna be calling that person dad, and like I don't want them calling another man dad. I don't even call my own father dad, but I definitely don't call my stepfather dad, because it's just like yeah, you're on a quest to this pregnancy. Just watch out for who you run into on the way. You're gonna meet a lot of people. A lot of those people are going to change your life, and the pregnancy is going to change your life too. You just got to really watch the people that surround you. I completely understand. Men are weird. Men are very weird. I could never date them. 2 years. That don't sound good to me.
Like, let's say this is flat. Like, their legs are literally up like this, and their bodies are like this. And it's like they're moving on like this part.
Yes, please be safe, Shelby.
Like a lot. Like a lot.
Please be safe.
Yeah, it looks like they have like seizures like trying to sit up. But it's like some of the videos have the white child.
So what is your question, Taylor?
Monday we started doing that. And we saw another one like there's people in malls and shit figuring that and then we saw them fucking do it with the closet. And like there was so many people. Dude, we got out of there. What the fuck did we just see? And it's all COVID-19. That's why I don't like it. We were like, yo, what? And then I was like, yeah, bro. It's just all good, so just trying to steer. Never don't even know the thing. Not that they were doing anything. Like, it's not doing anything else. It was still like. There was hundreds of files. Hundreds of files from Russia, Iraq, China, and they're all doing the same shit.
Being dark chocolate can be a blessing and a curse at the same time because you can't see us in the dark. And then also, I think that's the only downfall. Every woman, for some reason, have a different type of reaction to birth control. I don't know. I say try it out, test it out.
Dude, all I'm saying, it's supposed to be like a super pneumonia has just one company. And one of the things I know for a fact that you cannot change and cannot argue is that when somebody dies from pneumonia, they're talking basically push their hands and so it got a bunch of people with pneumonia. Well, yeah. And it doesn't matter. Like, it happens. It does. That's what I'm saying. It's not like why is it not exactly like it's fake. So why is it freaky? No, I'm saying it doesn't have to be fake. Yes, but some
there are. It's called pulling out.
One video I've done that.
Or not having sex at all. No problem, Shelby. Thank you for coming on and getting a reading today.
I'm saying put into coronavirus, and it's just going to scare you to think that all of these people are dying from coronavirus, and that's what you're saying. Okay, and there's a lot of deaths in every sickness. So I'm not saying it's scary. I'm just telling you what it is. I know, and I'm just saying. You don't have to be scared of it. I'm not. But it seems like you are. No, you have to be informed. I'm telling you that. But like now you're like, oh, I'm just gonna quit. Like I don't care that something on the internet is seeing of people having seizures. I understand that. I'm just telling you what we saw. You don't need to argue it. I know. I'm just saying. Like, why even look that shit up? There's literally no point to it.
So Taylor, whatever you said, I guess it must have brought a little distance and like it's got him like worrying or whatever, low key worrying. It's just like everything is gonna be fine at the end of the day. It's just like a lot of you guys literally put yourselves in situations and you don't know how to pull yourselves out of.
Yeah, that wasn't like I don't really take it as a phone talking about it. All that shit is so you'll never get to something.
You done made the boy insecure. Made him feel like you're not going. Whatever you said to him, and then with all the different, him knowing that you've got a whole bunch of different people that do talk to you and be coming after you, whatever. Especially being the fact that you don't like his the way that he communicates with you. And knowing that other guys, it just makes him feel like, well, maybe he should just step back just a little bit. A little bit more. Because if you have a bunch of guys coming after you, whatever, he doesn't have any competition. I mean, no, I'm sorry. He's not a worthy competitor because of the fact that he's so bad at texting. And I just don't think that his texting methods are ever going to change because he'd much rather a relationship in person than a relationship by phone. I mean, not saying that, he's not happy with being with you right now. It's just that the fact that it's so hard to relationship over the phone. It really is. And especially when one of you guys really want to be like heavy relationship over the phone, but then it's just like, I mean, I get it, but it doesn't work for every guy. Sometimes it makes most guys pull back a little bit. But it's just like, saying like, oh, I'm able to talk to other guys. Other guys are like constantly talking to me or texting me, whatever. You get to see those guys whenever you want to, whereas you guys don't even live near one another. Where it's just like, that just doesn't do anything but make it harder for him, because it's just like, damn, I want to be able to be there in person with her or whatever, so that I can help her curve these dudes that's asking for her number, but I can't because I'm so far away from her. And it just makes it a little bit harder for him. He's just not a good over the phone relationship guy. I mean, he does, but like, do you really think that you'll be happy over just completely doing everything over the phone, not being able to cuddle, not being able to kiss each other on the way to work? Like, it's a lot more difficult than you think it is. Like, well, I mean, think about it like this. I was in a long distance relationship. I was only about to see a girl, my girlfriend at the time, like 18 days. It was going to be 18 days, and she could not wait 18 days. After being in a relationship for 7 months, she could not wait 18 days before moving on to the next person because he was closer. I was in New York, she was in Virginia. 18 days. 7 months relationship. Broke up with me 18 days before we were going to see each other because she wanted that in-person relationship with somebody that was already there with her, even though we was going to be seeing each other in 18 days. It very much is. Long distance is weird. I don't see how people do it for like 2 years. I've seen like videos, people like, oh yeah, I haven't been in a relationship for 2 years. I mean, yeah, I lived there. And then like she ended up moving there. So then like we ended up, and we were going to the same school. So then we ended up getting back together like maybe 4 months after we broke up or whatever. But like, it was just the point that it was like, we, yeah. I don't think that you need to freak out. I just think that you should probably just understand him a lot more. Understand that he's just not there. Like I said, you guys are going to get over the situation again. It's just that you guys have to give yourself time. I mean, you guys go through this how many times a week? You say something to hurt his feelings or other way around. You guys don't talk for a little while. You'll be fine. Yeah, so if he ain't got tired of it yet, chances are. The thing that I realized about twin flame relationship is just that that's the type of relationship that you will always end up back in, no matter how hurt you were with them before, no matter what you guys went through, no matter what you're going through. It's like you're stuck. The moment you meet that person, you're stuck. Yeah, sure, Jay. What's up? This is gonna be my last question, and then I'm going to go ahead and watch Anatomy. Yeah, I understand that. What do you guys find attractive about you? Is that a question like that you really need to ask? Here's a question, Jay. What do you find attractive about you? You bring people joy. You make them feel good. I think that people are attracted to you because you're like a big ball of happiness. You're like a funny guy to be around, cool person to talk to, chill. What she said. A whole package deal. You ain't even got to worry about what they find attractive about you. As long as you have a good personality, you're always attractive to everybody. Maybe not always. I guess it depends on the people, but usually that's how it works. So if you're not dealing with like picky people. Anybody else? I really recommend that you go and watch Anatomy Apothecary. She does wonderful readings. And I think that yeah. When you tell a Leo that people like them, yeah, you can really boost our heads up pretty freaking high. So yeah, that's all I have for today's reading. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Have your friends follow. If you want your friends to get a reading, tell your friends to follow Cheat Codes of Life. I have my phone with me 24/7. So absolutely anybody can message me at absolutely any okay, cool, Taylor. You have absolutely any questions that you want to ask. I usually do all my readings for free. So yeah, I mean, like if you want to donate, that'd be wonderful because I am channeling energy, some very powerful energy, and I prefer to give you the best reading possible at all times. So sometimes it's nice to feel appreciated for the things that you do. Um, so yeah, guys, if you follow my Instagram, I will follow you back. And literally, I'm okay with anybody texting me anytime, asking any type of questions. If you just want to be friends, guess what? I'm cool with that too. Oh, okay, Jay. So Jay is rushing me out, so I'm going to go ahead and give my fare thee well. I will see you guys maybe on Anatomy Apothecary, and I hope you have a great night. Hope you have wonderful energy for the rest of today, and yeah, paces and deuces. Have a good one.